All right, we are live. Hello. Here we are, Monday again. It's so cold and snowy, and I'm glad we're doing yin tonight. This feels like a good time for yin. I didn't even realize we were getting like a snowstorm out here today until this morning. Come here, Alice. Are you ready to teach some yin? You are very good at laying in one spot. We've got a couple minutes until we get started, but since we are doing yin tonight, props are very encouraged, blocks are very helpful. Even like a rolled up blanket can be nice to support you because we'll be doing long holds of postures, 2 to 4 minutes. So snowy. I think my in-person class tomorrow morning will be canceled. I'm gonna grab a squishy block as well, because my normal top of my mat blocks are pretty firm, but it's nice to have a softer one for this particular flow. What do you think, Alice? 6:59, are we about to get started? We are about to get started. And we are gonna start lying on our backs today. So if you wanna slowly start making your way down there, you can. I normally keep the chat up on my phone here, but I also need to use my phone for the timing of the yin postures. So I'll try to periodically come check and make sure there's no chat messages. Make sure we're holding things for equal lengths of time. It's 7 o'clock, so let's get started. So we are going to do yin tonight, focusing on the spine in all planes of movement, so twists and side stretching, and it's gonna be great. And we're gonna try and get through that in 30 minutes, which yin postures are a long hold, so this class is gonna go by really quick. We're gonna start lying on our backs today. If you wanna grab a block, make your way down there. We're going to come to a block supported bridge. So planting the feet up comfortably close to your butt, squeeze the glutes to lift the hips up, stick a block under your sacrum, so your low back, upper butt, and then you can place the hips back down. Oh, I guess I gotta take that hair clip out because that's not gonna let me recline my head. And you can pick the intensity of this with your block, depending on what level you put your block at. So I'm gonna go for the lowest setting of my block. I wouldn't take this any higher than medium height. Let the arms relax by the sides. And taking some nice deep breaths as you settle in there. Now your feet can stay up comfortably close, planted, or you can send them long. This will be a little more intense. And bringing awareness to your breath here. With your next exhale, empty all that air out. And then taking an inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Great. Finding a natural pace for your breath that feels comfortable for you. Try to even inhales and exhales. Sorry. Way to break my Zen talk with the sneeze. Awesome. We're going to spend Another minute here. This is the perfect class for a cat accompaniment. Hopefully you're nice and cozy wherever you are. It's quite snowy here, so and we've got another 3 breaths here. Great. Finishing off that last breath, if your legs are extended long, bring them back into plant. Squeeze the glutes to lift the hips up and just take that block out from under there. Put it off to the side. Give the knees a hug into the chest. Nice. Take an inhale breath here. With an exhale, let the knees fall over to the right to find a twist. Now both shoulders want to stay grounded here. Oops. Just gonna get this timer. There we go. And your legs can be stacked up. They can also be staggered. Whatever's comfortable for you and feels accessible to keep the shoulders grounded. Continuing with that nice deep breath here. You can keep your gaze up towards the sky. You could also gently turn it towards the left if comfortable for your neck. No, 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 cat, no! My God. Get down. All right, hopefully your yin space is a little more zen than mine. Got cats jumping all over the place. Nice. We're gonna be here for about 1 more minute. Great. Take about 3 more breaths here before we take this into the other side. Great. With your next inhale, start to pull those legs back up to center, hugging them into the chest. And with an exhale, let them fall over to the left. Settling into this twist on your other side. Take a moment to get situated, shoulders grounded. Legs can be stacked or they can be staggered if that's more comfortable. The arms can rest wherever is comfortable. Maybe you want to reach them out to a T, maybe a goalpost. You can also rest them on the body, then feeling the breath as the inhales rise and the exhales sink. You can even soften the gaze here if that's comfortable. Wherever you are in your twist. Twists are one of my favorite shapes. We've got one more minute here. So normally the cat is weaving around me in the way when we're trying to flow, but now we're doing yin and they've all abandoned me. What is this? Gaze can stay up towards the sky. You could also let it turn towards the right if that feels good for your neck. We've just got 3 more breaths here. Probably should have mentioned that neck adjustment earlier, but here we are. Nice last breath in. And last breath out. Awesome. Let the weight of those legs pull you all the way over the left side body. Use the right hand to press yourself up to a seat. Once you rise up, you should be in this little staggered leg position. We'll just tuck those legs off to one side and come forward to find our tabletop or quadruped position. Nice. From here, let's take the hips back into a child's pose. You can keep legs parallel or take toes together, knees wide to sit the hips back, reach the arms forward. You can prop the forehead up on a block if you like, or let it rest down to your mat. We're just going to spend 2 minutes in this child's pose. Great. You can have the palms of the hands down towards the ground. Or if you wanted to be a little more active, you could come up on your fingertips, your spider fingers, to lift the arms up and get a little shoulder opening. Great. There's lots of little options you can take here. If your forehead's down, you can gently roll the head left and right. You can close the eyes. You can remain completely still. Whatever feels good for you. I always like to give options for little gentle movements in yin, even though it's not very traditional to do so, like rolling the head left and right on your mat. It's because I personally get restless doing yin sometimes, so maybe you do too. Maybe those options are helpful. Awesome. We've got 3 more breaths here. Great. Start to grip into those fingertips to pull you up out of your child's pose. Take the legs back to your parallel tabletop position and bend into the elbows, lower all the way down to the ground. Nice. Flipping onto the tops of the feet, they want to be hip width distance or wider. Hands are under the shoulders. With an inhale, gently peel the heart space up, finding a baby cobra. And then we'll place the forearms on the ground to find a Sphinx pose. Nice. So your elbows can line up under the shoulders, or you can take them a little forward for an elongated Sphinx. This one will be gentler on your low back. And wherever you are, gently squeeze the glutes to protect the low back. Draw the shoulder blades together and gaze forward. Nice. Now something I really like to do in my Sphinx pose is a little neck roll, gently knocking right ear to right shoulder, rolling into chest, and left ear to left shoulder. Taking some slow half circles. Knowing you can pause at any point, or you can remain completely still in your Sphinx. Like I'm on my phone here, but I'm just flipping between the chairs to make sure I'm not missing anything, and my timer. Perfect, we're good. We'll spend one more minute in our Sphinx, and then we'll have an option to move a little deeper here. Now, whether you're just gazing ahead or taking those neck rolls, feel free to keep the eyes closed or open, whichever feels best for you. And thinking about pressing into the tops of those feet. Great, we're gonna spend about 30 more seconds here. Now I'm gonna give an option if you wanna go a little bit deeper into the spine here. Press into the hands, squeeze the glutes to lift the elbows up, finding a seal pose. We're just here for 3 breaths, or you're still in your Sphinx for 3 breaths. Last breath. Great, so to release the elbows down towards the ground and lower everything back down. Nice. Let's tuck those toes. Push yourself back up to your tabletop position. Awesome, we're gonna find a puppy pose next here. So from your tabletop, starting to walk the hands forward, keeping the butt stacked up over the knees. And start to sink the chest down towards the ground. You could bring forehead down or chin. And you can always bring a block to support the forehead. If that feels good for you. Nice, we're just gonna spend 2 minutes in this one. Remembering to keep that nice deep breath going throughout this entire class. We've got 1 more minute here. Great, last 30 seconds. Just take one more deep breath. And then slowly start to inch the hands back to lift the chest up off the ground, coming back towards your tabletop. And we'll sit off to one side here, bring the legs in front of you. We'll take bottoms of the feet together, knees wide, for a Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. Hands can come to the ankles. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And before we take our fold here, check that the legs aren't, the feet aren't right up next to you. Give them a little bit of space to push away before you exhale and start to hinge forward. So we want to keep a long spine here, and we're giving ourselves more space to fold if the legs are a little further back. Other ways you can make more space: sticking a block underneath your butt to give you a little height, or rolling up the back of your mat. Sitting on the edge of that will give you more space to fold as well. So you got some options here. And depending on where you are in your fold, you can always bring blocks for under your hands. I like to bring them to either side of my feet, or you can bring forearms down. But think about a long spine. Gently draw the shoulder blades together, leading with the heart space to find that fold. We've got one more minute here. Perfect. Great. Last 30 seconds in your butterfly. Last round of breath. Then slowly start to work your way back up. Bringing the hands outside of the legs to gently close them. And we'll roll it down onto the back from here. Nice and slow on the way down. You can bring the hands behind the legs to help guide you. And once you get to the ground, let's stretch out into a big X. So sending all of, knock my block over, all of the limbs to their opposite corners, or all of the limbs to corners of your mat. We're going to get into the side body with a banana pose. So picking up the right leg, cross right ankle over top of the left. Gently lift head, neck, and shoulders. Plane those over to the left as well to find your banana. Now if you like here, you can make this a little more intense by using the left hand to grab for the right wrist and guide a little further. We're going to spend 3 minutes here total. Now you can always close the eyes here. right, we're halfway through already. We got 1 minute left in your banana. Take about 3 more nice deep breaths here. We'll start to get ready to take that to the other side, unwinding back to that X shape. Picking up left leg, cross left ankle over top of right. Gently lift head, neck, and shoulders, plane those over to your right as well. If you did so on the other side, right hand can grab for that left wrist. Guide it a little further. We've now inverted banana to the other side. So we're here for 3 minutes total, and then we'll take it into our Shavasana. We're halfway through. Less than 1 minute remaining here in your banana. Great, take 2 more breaths here. And slowly starting to unwind back to center. Stretching the legs out long to settle into our final pose, Shavasana. letting the arms fall wherever they're comfortable. And we'll spend these remaining 2 minutes here, letting yourself sink down towards your mat with each exhale. Great. Knowing that you can stay in that Shavasana as long as you may like, but whenever you're ready to get out of there, maybe give the arms a stretch up along the ears, give a little wiggle and extend. And then whenever you're ready, you can roll it off to whatever side feels more comfortable, using the opposite hand to press up to a seat. And that is all for me this evening. Hope you have a great rest of your week. And we'll be back here next Monday with another 30-minute beginners class. And as always, if you have any requests, please let me know. I haven't planned what we're going to do next Monday yet. And if you enjoyed this class, please check out the links below in the description for my Patreon, where we do multiple live classes per week. And there's options to support for as little as $3 up to $12.50 Canadian. You're welcome. Thanks for joining, Maddie and Liz. I will see you guys next time. Actually, 1 second here. Let me see if it's not really obnoxious to move this camera. Ooh. Oh God, it is. There we go. 2 cats. What do you think, Sylvie? It's hard to move the camera with this whole tripod attached to it. All right, I'm gonna sign off here now. Bye, guys. This is shaky because I'm holding it.